So the first thing we're going to talk about is increasing your efficiency and agitation in relation to certain jobs. So for example, you could have a regular customer that you clean every 6 weeks, their windows, and an irregular customer or a once-only customer that maybe not have had their windows cleaned for 5 years. And so you can see that the agitation on these two jobs is going to be different. Also, different windows have different frames. So commercially you can see silicon walls which are easy, they don't have any frame, and then you'll see the ones that are recessed with the aluminium frame, and then residentially you'll see double hung windows, full sheets of panes of glass, and then the dreaded colonial or French pane with the little squares with the raised frame and the window recessed. Now all of those can have a different brush design to maximize your efficiency and agitation. And the last one from an agitation point of view is actually considering the surface, because a lot of guys who have water-fed poles find themselves empowered to do things like soft washing spot areas of a house, or just the south wall using the pure water and the agitation to remove mildew and algae, so that south wall in one hemisphere and north wall in the other hemisphere. So basically the wall that never sees the sun. So again, if you're going to agitate another surface which is not just glass, then you might want a different bristle style for that surface, and being able to pull that out and then offer that to the customer means that you could add on another service and increase your revenue from that customer. So now we want to talk about rinse efficiency in relation to your worksite jobs. And before we do that, we have to talk about the fact that there are different ways to rinse the glass. The first way, which is the way that we recommend in all situations possible, which is basically below 4 stories, is that you actually remove the brush from the glass and you use the jets as the squeegee. Yeah? So the jets are doing the role of the squeegee. That's the basic way that we train. However, sometimes that's not possible, and certainly as you start getting over 40-45 feet, it becomes much more difficult for the operator. So then we want to leave the brush on the glass. When we leave the brush on the glass, we need the brush to be self-cleansing. So that's going to be part of our brush design. When we take the brush off the glass, we don't need it to be self-cleansing, so we can use a much more dense brush which does much better agitation. So we're going to cover that. So here's a couple of situations that you're going to face. There's hydrophilic glass that cascades water and runs very easily and very easy to rinse. And there's hydrophobic glass which repels water, it beads and it runs, and it's very hard to rinse. So we want to talk about increasing your efficiency when you hit hydrophilic glass, and your efficiency when you hit hydrophobic glass. So that gives you an idea that the detail in the next section of this video is going to take into consideration different work sites, different surfaces, different heights that we're going to clean to. And when you think about all that, it must be starting to make sense now that you should have a range of brushes and a brush management system that enables you to say, okay, I'm going to choose this brush and I'm going to put it on my pole, and I'm going to take this brush off my pole and I'm going to put it somewhere. And so you'll see at the end of all this video, you'll see our ideas of what we propose to you as a set of tools and a brush management system to make you a more efficient window cleaner with your water-fed pole.